Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Summer. So in today's video I want to share with you guys this particular comment that somebody left and how it has caused violence violence between Nigerians and South Africans. Well, not everybody, but kind of like a bit of a whatever going on there. So basically there's somebody I made a video in which I talked about the little boy miracle that the mother said she took to a church and never found, and I said a lot of stuff in that video. So I shared that video and somebody left a comment. Let me read to you guys what this comment this person left, right? So this person left a comment and said, I am a South African and I love Africa and all Africans, but I would rather live in hell than live in Nigeria. That's the person's comment, and I shared it in my community tab, and I said I respect this person's honesty, but I'm not going to lie. As a Nigerian, he choke, right? And I said, so hell come better past Nigeria, meaning so is hell now better than Nigeria? And I said to see the video that made this person write this comment, link below. Now, and okay, first thing first, let me address that. Somebody now said, somebody wrote a comment like this about Nigeria and you are even sharing link. You just want to use it to get views for your videos. Okay, let me just say this. Let me get this out of the way. I always do that because you see, if I'm referring to a comment, I always say stuff like, this is where the comment was left, or this is what it's about. If I don't leave the link for people to know the video this person watched before they made that comment, you will still see people who come and make comment and say, well, it depends on why the person made that comment. We have to get the context behind the person leaving the comment. So when I show you the video, then it's for people to now watch it and see what made that comment. Because this is one thing about Nigerians. If you say something, a lot of our people do that. If you say something, you'll be like, oh well, it depends in the context, it depends on the now that I'm showing people so that they can know what triggered the comment, you see that you cannot win, right? You cannot win. Okay, that aside. Now, when I said I respect this person's honesty, and I said, but as a Nigerian, it choke. And when I wrote that, you see, okay, let me say this, right? Why I said that is that I personally, I am someone that I've always said, this is my own honesty, that I wouldn't want to live in South Africa. But I wouldn't say now I'd rather live in hell. No, because, you know, I wouldn't say I'd rather live in hell than live in South Africa. I wouldn't go that far, right? But I'm someone that I've always said, I can't live in South Africa. So when I hear somebody now say the same thing about my country, it choke. It made me reflect, because it shows me that as much as I'm saying that, now, about why I would not want to live in South Africa, I'm going to say my reasons, right? This is honesty, just like that person was being honest. And whether you like it or not, it brought a conversation. If a lot of us think about it, we should realize that every opportunity to have this conversation or these types of conversation is good. And now I'm about to speak my own honesty. When I think of South Africa, I have my own negative things towards South Africa. Those that appreciate honesty, if you're South African, you're watching me, hopefully you appreciate me being honest, right? Okay, I'll tell you guys my first experience that scared me about South Africa. When I migrated abroad, right? And I was living in this accommodation, and the accommodation manager, the first day that I arrived, placed me in an apartment with a fellow African, right? And I got there, she was not there. I've shared about it before. She wasn't there yet, and she came later. And by the time she came, I was settled. I've moved into the room they gave me. I settled down and everything. And this South African lady, hopefully she's watching me today, and you know, it's a long time, and hopefully she's doing well as well. She happens to be a South African lady. She came in and she asked me. I was happy to meet her because I was like, oh, fellow black, fellow African. I was happy. And she asked me where I'm from, and I said I'm Nigerian. She said nothing, and she left. Then the next day, the accommodation manager came to me and said, you know, I would like to move you somewhere else. I was like, why? He didn't tell me why. And I said, okay, see, I'm new in the country. I don't want wahala. When you're new in the country, you're trying to find your footing. You don't have time for whatever. Anywhere they put you, put your head. You are happy that there's a roof over your head. It was later on. The lady that now moved me to, a fellow Nigerian. She was like, oh, did you just come today? I was like, no, I kind of, you know, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, she said she was in the office. She was at the office when that South African lady came there and said that she went to the manager. When she went to that manager and said that there's no way she's living with a Nigerian. And so apparently that was why I was moved. So the accommodation manager moved me to to stay with a fellow Nigerian. That, I never forgot that. You know, this is me coming into a country and feeling like, oh yeah, you know, my fellow African, fellow black person. That hit me hard because I didn't understand it. We're all here trying to find our footing, and a fellow African can do that to me. That put me off. I'm going to be honest, right? That really did put me off, like, whoa, really? What is the problem between Nigeria and South Africa? It robbed me in a way. Do you know what I mean? And at the same time, another thing that I can talk about, honesty, is when we talk about the xenophobic attacks against Nigerians in South Africa. Another experience that makes me sit back and say, are we not the same? Are all South Africans evil? Of course not. We're human beings that experiences shape us. Experiences affect the way we think, or the way we reason, or the way we see the world around us. So when we heard about the attacks of fellow black people, our Nigerians being attacked and deleted on the streets of South Africa, so that can shape my thinking. So this is me being honest. And then there's this YouTube channel that I used to watch sometimes, and they talk about how to protect yourself in an attack and stuff like that. And their channel was full of robbery in South Africa, crime in South Africa, and all of that. And that too began to shape my thinking about South Africa. Made me begin to say, oh my goodness, I wouldn't want to live in South Africa. But let me say this, before you say anything else, believe it or not, the same way I say I would never want to be in, I would never want to live in South Africa. I wouldn't even want to go to South Africa. I'd say the same thing about America. I've always said I don't want to go to America. I personally have that feeling about America when it comes to crime and gun violence and all of those things. Because when I watch the news and I see a lot of those things, I always say, no, I don't want to go to America. Because why I'm emphasizing this now, somebody may say, for me, it's about different things that shaped my thinking. So the same way that I feel about America, not because an American has been nasty to me or anything like that, no. So this is honesty. That person was honest in his comment. And I feel like him being honest, him or she, because I don't know, brought about this conversation, brought about me sitting back and saying, oh, this person also have their own. The South Africa that I say I wouldn't want to go to, a South African also is saying they don't want to be in my own country. You cannot come here and pretend I sugarcoat everything all the time. I can see in the comments people using the opportunity, some people using the opportunity to curse or fight, doing some violence in there. But on the other hand, there are some people that are using it as an opportunity. I've actually lost my chain of thought because I had to go open the door and I've forgotten exactly what I was saying. Bottom line, you know, bottom line, the truth is this. When I saw that comment, the first thing that hit me is the fact that I am someone that always said, never, I would never want to be in South Africa. And to now hear somebody saying that they would never want to be in my country showed me that it's a two-way thing. Let's be honest, a lot of people that are leaving comments and fighting this person or whatever, if they are going to be honest, they will say that there are some countries they will say, I will never go there. There are countries, you cannot tell me that there's no country in this world you will say you would never go there. Yes, you may never say I'd rather go to hell, but there are countries that you will say you may never go to. Let's be honest. Because this person was honest in their comment section, I'm not saying don't correct their impression about Nigeria. That's great. But don't pretend that you don't have a country that you too have decided that you never visit. You know, our people are not used to, well, not all our people. A lot of our people are not used to, you know, listening to honest opinion, not focus on judging the person for their opinion, but focusing on what it means or what you can do with that opinion. I think that's another way to phrase it, because this person shared this when I posted in the comment section. You can see that's exchange, whatever is going on is enough for people to rub minds, have this conversation happening. You can't change things without a conversation happening. And let me say this again, people make mistake of saying because the person said I would not want to be in Nigeria, does not mean the person is saying that Nigerians are bad people, I hate Nigerians, or it doesn't mean that. Because I, for example, have said I wouldn't want to be in America, I wouldn't want to live in America, I wouldn't want to do this, I wouldn't want to be in South Africa. Does it mean I hate South Africans? No. Does it mean I hate Americans? No. But this is me, for my own personal life, from one or two things that I have heard or things that I have seen that are created impressions that I have about these countries. People form, you know, opinions about countries. That happens. Another thing I actually want to emphasize on, because that video was about what a pastor is accused of, and this person left that comment. If we are going to be honest, right, let's leave sentiments out of it. Between South Africa and Nigeria, the chances of a pastor being brought to justice in Nigeria, I don't even know. When I say pastor, not all the not the small ones, you know, a real known respected Nigerian pastor, a big, you know, the way they say big pastors, ever being brought to justice in Nigeria, I haven't seen that happening. If I'm mistaken, correct me. They become bigger than the law. They become bigger than the country. They become bigger than, you know what I mean? As long as they have the money, as long as we did that, the chances of a mega pastor being brought to justice in South Africa, they're high. The chances are high. Let's be honest. Right? Because this person actually left this comment under a pastor kind of a video of what the pastor is accused of. The pastor is the one that is accused of a missing child. The same pastor is the one that is allegedly getting the mother of the child arrested, locked up. Apparently, according to the reports, they are saying the mother was beaten up. This is the woman with a disability. To now imagine that the pastor is the one that they said a child is missing in his church. The same pastor is still the one that is allegedly oppressing the victim. For someone to not say, so someone to not, because of that story, say, I'd rather go to hell. Excuse me. I'd rather go to hell than go to Nigeria. I'm always going to say, I don't believe that hell is better than, I don't know. And I don't know what your opinion is. Whether you believe that hell is better than Nigeria, I don't know. I do not think, at least if you're in Nigeria, there's a chance. Hell, there's no chance. Like, hell is the final destination. Then in hell, there's no more chance. So, I'm not going to be of that opinion that hell is better. But looking at that topic, I get where somebody will see such a thing happening and see that a so-called pastor can be getting away with all of that. If I actually forgot, there was one other Nigerian pastor that was, I think at the moment he's actually locked up. He's in South Africa. And I can tell you that if it was in Nigeria, I don't think he would be locked up. The only pastors that get locked up in Nigeria are the chin-chin ones. You know, the small ones that are not yet big GOs, are not yet big names. We were all here when we heard about Bushiri. When Bushiri and his wife left South Africa and ran away from South Africa. Do you think Bushiri will run away from Nigeria? Let's be honest. Do you guys think that all the things that Bushiri is accused of, if it was in Nigeria, that Bushiri would be in trouble? Let's be honest. Pata na money go suffer. Now me they tell you. She be they talk and say that everybody has it. Everybody has a prize. You know what I'm saying? They talk. Because a lot of them, once they have sure that police officers will even be afraid to arrest them. No judge will handle that case. Let's be honest with ourselves. If we focus on that particular topic of the area of the way a lot of the pastors are getting away with so much in that country, a lot of those things, I'm telling you, they won't get away with it in South Africa. If you don't believe me, let's not forget the story of Bushiri. That's one big example. Bushiri get money. Bushiri is loaded. He has private jet. He has everything. Yet, the country could lock Bushiri up. Show me the mega GO that has been locked up in Nigeria. Show me. And there are some that have done worse than that. And yet, they are free people still being idolized in society. So, I wanted to address it because I shared that comment. This person said they will never want to live in Nigeria. Before you condemn such a person, I want you to know that me too, I have my reasons to say I would never want to live in South Africa. I would never want to live in America. Does it mean I hate Americans? Does it mean, you know what I mean? Does it mean I hate South Africans? Forget about sentiment. I speak about honesty. Let's not come here and pretend. This is how I feel about it anyways, about the violence that erupted in the comment section. That's how I feel about it. I don't know what your opinions are. As always, whatever your opinions are, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.